everybody. So today I'm going to do a look that I like to call the I'm running late makeup. I tend to dilly-dally while I get ready and I leave my makeup to the last minute. And what I found works best for this is to use as little products as possible. So today I'm going to show you how I would do that if I was running late. I'm going to be using mostly, I just actually recently got this Anastasia brow kit. So for foundation, I'm going to use Chanel Vita Lumiere in 10. Just squeeze, and you can honestly just use one pump and it touch your whole face. On the back of the hand there, and then I'm using just a Revlon foundation brush. Okay. Now I'm going to conceal with Studio Sculpt Concealer by MAC in NW20, and I'm just going to use my finger. Down around the nose. Women tend to get redness around the nose. Some sort of hormonal thing. Fun. And then any spots you may have. Alright, now I'm gonna start with my brows actually. And I'm using the brow kit, and I'm gonna use the dark color with the angle brush that it comes with. And I actually really like this brush that this kit comes with. And usually I don't like brushes that come with things because they're either too small or they just don't work as good. And this one actually I really like. Tap off the excess and just kind of, I do the bottom line first usually, just to get the shape that you want. You get that shape, you're just gonna fill it in, and I'm gonna actually mix the two colors for the fill-in just to give it a little more of a natural, soft, blended look. And I'm just kind of like just flicking up a little bit just to kind of fill that in. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna use the gel side of a Revlon Brow Fantasy. This is in Brunette, and this is just kind of like a tinted brow gel. And I'm just gonna comb through my brows with this. This just adds a little bit of texture back into your brows, because when you do powder your brows on, sometimes they tend to look very painted on, and you kind of just want to add a little bit more of that natural texture back in there. Okay, now I'm going to do my eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using these two colors here, which is like a shimmer, which I'm going to use on my brow bone and in the corner of my eye, and then an all over color, which is more of a matte nude color. MAC 239 brush, and I'm just gonna come right up under here, and this really helps to define your arch in your eyebrow as well. Just getting that in there. And then some of the matte color all over the lid. And I tend to get kind of creasing, and you can even see it already in oily lids, so I wanna make sure that I get good amount of coverage all over the lid there so I'm not creasing throughout the day. Okay, once you have that, I'm going to go in and I'm actually going to use the lighter of the two eyebrow colors, and I'm going to use that to define my socket bone here. I'm just kind of tapping that on, and I'm tapping it on heaviest near the outer corner here because we want to create like kind of a little bit of drama, even though it's for daytime. And I'm not even the kind of person that matters if I'm doing a nighttime look during the day, because sometimes you want to feel fancy, and that's completely fine. Okay, and then I'm going to take a fluffy brush, which is, it's kind of like a MAC 217, but it's by Beauty Strokes. It's a good blending brush. Just get in there and just kind of blend out any harsh edges. I'm going to come in and I'm going to take that angled brush that I used for my eyebrows. I'm going to take the darker of the eyebrow colors, and I'm going to use this to line close to my lash line on the top lid here. This is actually a really good color to line with. I actually really like lining with eyeshadow, especially if I'm in a rush, because if you're going to use like a liquid eyeliner or like a gel eyeliner, sometimes you're like rushing around and you're like sweating and you're like, you know, you mess up on your eyeliner, you have to start all over again. This is much easier to control. Let me come underneath. And then I'm actually going to take that fluffy brush and just kind of get any of that harshness off of it, come under. Just to kind of give it a softness. Now I'm going to do my face. I'm going to use the Hoola bronzer, which I love, and if anyone's used it, it's just a great all-around bronzer. This is a crown brush from a crown brush like set that I have. So just gonna work some of that on there, tap it off, and you're going to put it in the hollows of your cheeks, and you can find that by sucking in your cheek, and where that little bone is right there, that's where you're gonna apply this. Blush I'm going to use, which is my favorite blush that I've been using since I was like a teenager. It's MAC Frankly Scarlett, and it's a super duper red blush, which is a good color for me. It's not great for everybody, and I have had friends who've used it and they put way too much on, and then they have like big red balls right here. What you're going to want to do is just use a tiny amount, so just like tap it on your brush like that and kind of brush it off, and you're just going to put it on the apples of your cheeks. Then I'm going to take MAC Studio Fix in NW20 powder here, and I'm going to just, with a big round powder brush here, just going to get any of the shine. Just to set my makeup, make it last longer. And then I'm using Maybelline the Falsies, which I'm a big fan of. This is what I've been using a lot lately. And I think it actually really does make it look like you're wearing false lashes. But they, you know, obviously they look very real because they're yours. What happens is it just adds, if you can see how when I'm just touching it there, it like builds upon itself and creates longer lashes. And the last step is I'm going to use Revlon Just Bitten Lipstain in Gothic, and I love this. It's a very red, bright color, and I tend to wear really red lips just because I think it kind of pulls like an outfit together. And I have this theory that you can get away with wearing more casual clothes if you have on a more dramatic makeup. And who doesn't want to be comfortable? So I like to do a nice red lip. And then on the other side, it has like a balm, which I've almost used all of it. I need to get another one, but this is gonna help moisturize and shine out the lip. Okay, and we're done. Just gonna take the hair down, shake it out, and then you're good to go. And that is your finished quick makeup. Hope you enjoyed that.